Right guys, so here with MR1 I just went online trying to find some alternative high power driver for my Y-axis. I still have the original in there, and honestly I didn't want to spend $100 for each bigger drive from Langmuir. So I went online and I found this driver. These are Stepperonline. They came out really well packaged. This is the DM860T version 3. I think they are like a little bit more advanced than the one that Langmuir offer for half the cost. These are probably around $45 each. So I'm just gonna give it a try based on some of the suggestions given online. One of the suggestions to use this drive is basically, first of all, this guy has a switch here on top, right here. This is a 5 volts or 24 volt control signal. So somebody mentioned in the forum online that our Langmuir MR1 control signal is a 5 volts, so those guys come default with a 24 volts. We just need to go here and switch to the 5 volts, so on the left hand side. And then what I did, I basically, I'm gonna check now what is the switch. I know that, for example, we're running 1600 pulse per rev, so the switch number 5, 6, 7 and 8 need to follow basically the on off on accordingly. Then I put switch number 4 in the on a full current. So this basically tells the driver that when the movement is ended in the axis, basically the holding current is either half when it's in off position or is full current in the on position. I think the full current is like 90% instead, the half current is like 50%. And I'm gonna try to keep this one on full current because I don't want to lose step when the Y-axis basically stops. So in case there is more torque than the holding torque, but probably this will be enough even in half current. So for the time being I put just in the on position. And one thing I have to double check now is what current, and I think the current driver are set around like 4 amps, but one thing I don't know for sure if that 4 amp is the peak current or is the RMS current. So this way the switch number 1, 2 and 3, they're either gonna go into off on position, or if the peak current is 5 amp and RMS is 4.28 is on off. So I will open the control box now and double check what Langmuir has the bigger driver set to. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, let's hear the old motor, the old driver with the MR1, and then I will install the DM860T digital stepper driver and see if there is any change in sound, or I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to measure torques or a difference in that kind of stuff. So until I cut something. Anyway, let's hear. So I own the machine. Perfect. Now we can move. Okay. Let's put rapid. Rapid. Perfect. Okay, let's home the machine again and then let's see what happened when I change the driver. Alrighty. Okay, so the zone this one in. Okay, so the current y-axis driver, there's this little driver right here, has basically the setting of the dip switch. Like as you can see, the only on position is the 2, and the one from 1 to 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are positioned the off position. So if I read here, this means only S2 is in the on position, and the rest is all off, which means, so it's off, on, off basically, switch number 1, 2, and 3. So this is set at 1600 pulse per rev, and then the rest is all off, which is basically S4, S5, S6 right here. And this means that is set to peak current of 4 amps and RMS 3.5. So I'm going to basically set a similar thing as I mentioned previously. This is set to 1600. Well, switch 1600 pulse per rev. Will switch 5, 6, 7, and 8 have only the 6 in the off position and the rest in the on position. So if I look here, you can see that 6 is in the off, 6, 7, and 8, 5. Sorry. Okay, so 1600. So from 5 to 8, all on except 6. So here you can see from 5 to 8, they're on. 5, 6 is in off, 7 is on, 8 is on. Okay, so this is set properly. Now I'm gonna set the current, maximum peak current of 4.45, and here 3.71. So they will be off, on, switch number 1, 2, and 3. So set, okay, off number 1, off number 2, on number 3. So I'm gonna set these pins. So those are set on. So I'm gonna go off, and on number 3. Hold on guys, it's difficult with one hand. All right. So now off, on. So this is, let's double check, off, on. All right. Switch number 4 I put again in on position, but I want full current. Then it's set like that. Switch number 5 is on. Switch number 6 is off. 7 is on. 8 is on. So I have 1600 pulse per rev, peak current 445, RMS current 371. Should be good to go. Then the only thing I did here extra is number 9 is in off position and 10 on position. What does this mean? Number 9 is control mode. Off is for number 9 is control mode. Off is for pulse and direction, and on is, I guess, clockwise, counterclockwise. So we are adding for the pulse and direction here. So we put in the off position the 9, and the on position, I saw something in the forum that is the smoothing time on 12 milliseconds in the on position or disable. I'll put in the on position the number 10 basically, as you see. Okay, I'm gonna try to install now, and let's see how we're gonna be wiring them. Okay, so I just disconnected the first white driver, and basically I connected this. Just like look at this as this green connector are not interchangeable with the DT860, the M860T. The DM860T has like slightly tiny connectors, so you cannot just remove the green connectors and just plug into the new driver. So what I did, I just rewired everything, and basically I just followed the where they were connected. So in this case, the yellow, for example, was connected to direction minus, and the blue to the pull minus. And so that's what I did even in the new driver. And basically, because this is a 5 volts control signal, basically you need to do common anode. So the pull plus and the dir plus basically are connected, and this will go basically to the control board in the plus 5 volts. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, in the plus 5 volts, right, the first black wire here. So then basically also this one might be interchangeable, the connector for the pulse and also the AC, but I just like follow the color and just like unplug from the old driver and connect the A plus to A plus, B plus to B plus, so on. Okay. And I think here this one basically has a ground and voltage for the power. This one is just AC, so I don't think the polarity matters, but I try to stick with the same wire, so the black in the bottom and the white at the top. AC the same as the big driver right here from Langmuir. Alright, so let's see that. I'll connect the other one and then we'll do a try. Alright, so finally rewired both. They look very similar. They're just a little bit more sophisticated, I think, in terms of electronic, newer. So let's try to start it. And I think I heard already a sound in the machine and the lights are green, so we have power. Let's see if we can move something with the software. All right. Damn Windows, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Right, we're back, so we're gonna try to test now if the new driver have made some difference. I'm gonna home the machine. Oh shit, I think the driver is inverted, so home in failure, setting. Okay, so apparently they are going in the opposite direction. I need to figure out how to reverse it. Okay, I think I need to rewire the motors slightly different. All right, I'll be back. All right, so what I did is I just changed I reversed the polarity of the B minus and B plus. So basically the yellow and blue here, I just inverted. Before the yellow was on B minus and the blue on B plus, and now I did the opposite on both terminals, so even the other one. So yellow now B plus, blue B minus on both. Let's see what happened now. All right, so let's try to home the machine. Oops. Oh. Okay, so let me see, let me clear. Don't know what it is, but clear alarm. Shit, what happened? Soft reset. Okay. Now it should be clear. Okay, let's see what happened now. So I'm going to home machine. Let's see what happened now. There you go. It's going in the right direction. The motor are incredibly quieter with the new driver, you can hear. All right, let's try to do some rapids. So now it's 65 inches per minute. Let's try to clear. Listen to this. Rapid. Well, definitely better. Smoother. Hopefully stronger. So I don't want to lose step anymore. Let's try to do in the center front the machine. Let's see. The x-axis is definitely the louder. All right, home back the machine, so I think it's a success. Listen how smooth they are now, the way I asked. Not loud anymore. Fantastic. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks. I'm gonna try to do many more of this type of videos. People like me, they want to see exactly what to do, and I'm gonna go also and do some programming in Fusion 360 and do some machining about it. Okay, thanks.